Good evening. My name is Marcus Mitchell. I'm a senior here at Savannah State, majoring in mass communications. This is the Intro to Visual Arts class. In this course, we talked about many different kinds of art. Some of them included Northern and Southern Europe Renaissance art, neoclassicism, and surrealism. We focused on different characteristics of art, such as like lines, shading, and different ways that art was portrayed throughout history. One of the first things we focused on in the course was the difference between commercial art versus fine art. And one of the things I researched was how commercial art was basically sold, or it was created to be sold. Fine art was created with a uniqueness to be analyzed, details were assessed. Also, there's a certain level of aesthetics that goes along with fine art. It's appreciated for its unique qualities. It's appreciated for being different. Commercial art sometimes can fall into a way of being similar to other kinds of art. Also, many researchers and many artists have said that commercial artists are trained to be artists, while fine arts requires a talent. You are born with a certain kind of talent. My favorite subject of the course was surrealism. Surrealism was a movement that worked off of the thriving investigative craftsmanship, psychology, and operations of the psyche. It began in the 1920s. So basically what that means is artists would put together these unideal images. So they would make images that weren't normally seen, but they had a deeper meaning to that specific artist. An example was Salvador Dali, who created this masterpiece in 1940. As you can see, it's a skull in the desert with more skulls inserted in both eyes and the mouth. There is really no one definition to this piece. I'm sure when Salvador Dali created it, I'm sure he wanted it to be that way. What I took from this piece was that this person is dying from the inside out. So what they see is killing them, and what they are saying is killing them as well. This is another piece from 1936 by Rene Magritte. This is also a very funky picture. As you can see, it's a man dressed in a suit with his elongated nose extended all the way into the end of a pipe. Also, if you look on the table next to him with the candle isn't just your ordinary candle. It appears to be a snake wrapped around the table. Like I said previously, this image is for you to define. It's whatever you want it to be. I'm sure Rene had his own meaning behind it, but it leaves the viewers to make their own type of meaning. This is also another picture by Salvador Dali from 1941. It is one of his best images, one of his best creations. It's a sewing machine with umbrellas over the top of it. As you can see right here, there's shadows of the sewing machine and then the umbrella too. To be honest, I don't have a meaning for this picture. I don't know what it means to me. It's surrealism, so it's real to it was real to Salvador, but it's not real to me. It doesn't. Like I said previously, Renaissance Southern art was one of the main topics we talked about in this course. This is a famous picture of Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci. I'm sure many people have heard about this famous painting, but what I wanted to focus on in this picture was the humanism, which is one of the topics we talked about in the course. As you can see, Leonardo painted an actual woman. She appears to be real, like she could have lived during this time period. One of the things that he emphasized when making this painting was the eyes. So if you ever have the opportunity to walk past this painting, it would appear that her eyes are following you. And I believe that was the intention of Leonardo when he painted this picture. This is a painting called The Gallery of Views of Ancient Rome. It is from the Neoclassicism period. I believe the main point of this image was emphasis. As you can see, if you look closely, there's several pictures throughout this painting. They're in a, I'm gonna assume, a castle. But there's several pictures throughout the image, and I believe that in this image, emphasis was the main point of this. In conclusion, this class taught me a lot. I'm not an art student, but I feel like this class taught me a lot about the history of art. I now feel like when if I ever go to a museum of historical art, I have the ability to kind of understand what may be said. Art like Surrealism, Neoclassicism, Renaissance, Southern and Northern Europe art are all topics that we talked about in this course, and I feel like I am equipped with the minimal knowledge to understand that type of information.